me move this mic over, man. I hope this mic picking up good. Yeah. See if I turn it up a little. I'm trying to use my little condenser mic on this. Get this right. Get y'all right. djtreylow podcast. Hold on, let me find out if this mic's on. So trying to find out if mic works or not. I just got back from Galveston with Steve and my son. We had a good time. I got the little shirt right here, if you can see it, Galveston Island. It's pretty nice. It's all right. So we went to the Rainforest Cafe. So your little souvenirs. Yeah. Can't really read it. Rainforest Cafe. Got a little ride there. It's like about $7 a person. And you get on a little boat, and it goes around in a circle. See it's like an Amazon shit. This is what Steven bought. See this toy. Click it. It's a clicker toy. That's his souvenir from Rainforest. We also went to a place called Murdoch's. Now, Murdoch's got hermit crabs. If you go to Galveston, you want a hermit crab, you can go to Murdoch's. It's on the seawall. And I got me a little skull, Galveston Island skull, money thing. It's pretty neat for a souvenir. Also, Steven got this. I don't know why he got this right here. It's crazy. Anyways, for the people that are listening to podcasts instead of watching it on YouTube, if you go on YouTube, D Myers 45, you can see what I'm displaying. Because if you're just listening to it on iTunes, you're not gonna get the full effect. Because you'd be like, "What the hell is he talking about?" These little color rocks right here. I think they give you a bag of these. It's a ripoff for these, man. Bag of those for like $7. It's a ripoff. Don't even fool with that. So, we had a pretty good time, man. If you go to Galveston, man, I'm telling you right now, don't go on Monday through Thursday. Because Pier 39, the Carnival Pier is only open, I think, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Schlitterbahn's only open on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think. But nothing's that open on Monday through Thursday. So don't go down there. If you decide to go down there and say, "Hey, I want to do something besides the beach," don't go down there any of those days, man. I like Galveston, man, because for some reason, like when I went to Port Aransas the week before, for some reason Port Aransas is hot as hell. Like it's super hot in Port Aransas. But if you go to Galveston, it's hot, but it's still got a good little nice breeze going. So it's it was like 80 degrees on the beach. So it wasn't bad at all. That DJ Treylow podcast. I'm trying to see if this mic works. Right here. It's Mike's piece of shit. That's it, man. I did get this boat from a previous trip to Galveston. You know what I'm saying? It's a previous little souvenir. But for the people watching the YouTube podcast, not actually listening to it. Okay. What's been going on lately in local news? UT football is fixing to start. It's starting Saturday. So the first game, I think, is Louisiana Tech at UT Stadium. So let me tell you something. If you live in Austin, Texas, and you do not want to deal with some bullshit-ass traffic, stay the hell away from Guadalupe. Stay the hell away from San Jacinto. Anywhere around the stadium, around the football team. Now, if you go on the game, that's no big deal. But if you're not going, you're going to have some bullshit-ass traffic, especially when this game's about to start and when it's gonna finish. They got all the people out there tailgating and shit. Football. I'm not really a college football fan. I can care less about UT and all that other crap, man. But I do get into pro football. The reason why I don't like college football, people ask me that. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. I like a fair, even playing board. It's not fair. I don't even see the point of watching college football. Like you got one team like University of Texas got all this money, all this income, so they can go get the best recruitment and get the best players coming out of high school. They got scouts everywhere, to find the best, players for their team. And then you got these other colleges like Rice in Houston, or, you know, some little ass college like Texas State or something. And they don't have no money, and they don't have all that, resources to get good players. So basically, whenever they play football against Texas or something like that, they get blown the fuck out. It's no even playing field, man. So I just think that's kind of shitty, man. You know, that's kind of like, you know, that's pathetic to me, man. I'm sorry if you're a college football fan. That's kind of pathetic, man. If you got a lot of money and your school got a lot of money, you can whoop everybody's asses. You know what I'm saying? And there's no point in watching the games. Like, I mean, if you rode the rich school, of course, you know, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, we badass. We beat all these shitty-ass schools. They can't even recruit good players. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point in watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know who's going to win the games overall. You know, and then you might get like two big schools like Oklahoma and Texas play with the Red River Shootout. And then you'd be like, oh, yeah, it's a good game because it's actually like two teams going at it. You know what I'm saying? That are actually like competitive. But there's only like maybe 3 or 4 games through the whole UT season where you actually got some competition. What is that? You know, that's not even cool at all. So somebody took me on my phone, man. All these people are laughing at me and shit because I went to the dentist today. They're talking about having 2 root canals. They put me on antibiotics because my fucking mouth was killing me yesterday. And it kind of pissed me off because I missed work today for that bullshit. I could have gone to work and make some money. If I just known I was going to be in and out in the appointment in less than 20 minutes, I thought they were actually going to fix my filling. If I'd known that, I would have gone in early to the appointment and still been able to go do my job and make some money instead of sitting my ass at home and missing some money. And then, you know, the dentists never tell you that bullshit, you know. They always just think, you know, oh, we're all our patients just don't do shit with their lives. They just sit around, wait till their teeth rot, and then they can go to the dentist and whenever. It's whenever with them. It's not like we don't have any lives. We got jobs to do. No, they don't care about. No, you don't do that. You just come to the dentist whenever you want to come, when we tell you to. So that's the way they act. Like, they're like, what? You gotta ask them for work. What's it called? A sick note. They're like, we don't want to give you no sick note. What you take out? Well, yes, I gotta take off work to come to this motherfucker to get my teeth fixed. So y'all give me a sick note. So little Stephen A here. He went to his mom's house. He got him a little hermit crab. I could show it to you real quick. It's a little smiley face, little hermit crab. Now, if you know anything about hermit crabs, they are little like not as violent crabs. They don't pinch you that much. They only got like one pincher, and they stay in a shell and they crawl around and shit. You can buy them for like $20 with the whole package. They give you the little aquarium, the food. I'll show it to you. Hold on. People on the iTunes, y'all just gonna be screwed on this podcast. Y'all ain't seeing all the good stuff, man. You ain't getting to see all the good stuff if you're on iTunes listening to my podcast. You got to get on YouTube, D-Myers45. Okay, now this here is like, they give you this little thing for like $23. See the little Kermit crab right there? And he's chilling right now. That's the way he look like. And they give you special ones, like this one's painted with a little, I'm not me trying to flip him over, but painted with a little happy face on his back. Orange. $20. Can't beat it, man. If the damn thing dies on you, man, it's just $20. And then they do smell though. They do kind of stink a little bit. That's what his mom said too. She was like, "It stinks." I was like, "Yeah, I know. Crabs kind of stink." No gang shit there, okay? Don't think that. I'm talking about the real crabs, okay? No disrespect to Crips, okay? So little shit about me, man. DJ Treylow, been DJing since 2005. Done a lot of slow and chop CDs. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, you can see some of my music I've done, some of my beats I've done. And local news, like I said, with the UT football games coming up, just stay away from the stadium. And I don't like watching college football, so I probably won't be watching that. I'll probably be doing work or something. But this was, you know, I got a big ass head, man. I got a huge head, right? I got this little San Francisco fisherman hat from it's Mitchell Ness, so it's a real shit, from Amazon. And this is the first one I got, other than some of my other fishing hats that actually fits my head perfectly. So if you have a big ass head and you're a San Francisco fan, go on Amazon, get your little fishing net. So, oh man, what else can I talk about? Hip hop. I don't know. It's the end of the summer, man. There's been a lot of shit dropping, man. Just this last week of summer, man. I listened to the new Young Jeezy. I'm gonna give him maybe like 3 stars. Yeah, all right. There was a couple songs on there kind of like okay. I thought the CD went for too long. It was kind of a long CD. And now I listened to New Young Thug. I liked about so far like 3 or 4 songs on that. It was pretty good. It had a lot of features. I think 21 Savage is on there. Lil Duke, Future, of course, is on there. I don't know if the Migos is on there. I didn't remember. I think Quavo was on one song or something like that. And it's pretty good, man. If you want to watch his I think his top single is Surf or something like that with Lil Gunner. It's got a music video on YouTube. If you punch in Surf Young Thug, you can watch them on like little ATV four wheelers. You know, rolling down the beach with some white girls and shit, talking about surf. So that's him. It was not that bad for hip hop. What else is going on? Missy Elliott dropped a little, like, I would say an EP. It's only like 5 or 6 songs. I listened to it one time, it wasn't that great. And like I said, the last time I listened to Rick Ross, he's pretty much following the same format. He's 10 albums in, but it's pretty much all the same format he usually do. He usually do like maybe 2 or 3 crunk songs, and then the rest are like slow, kind of like jazzy songs. Him and Drake are kind of like the same to me, man. Because Drake always does like 2 or 3 crunk songs on his album, and the rest are kind of like this slow kind of singing shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Galveston Island. I like my new shirt. Anyways, shit. Let me. Since I have not previewed any music in like a while, you know, I'm been kind of lazy. Get my fat ass up here. And in a while, I haven't done any music. So I did a slow kind of version of Thug of Surf, but I'm not gonna play that because, you know, this is a podcast and motherfuckers be like, that's not original music, you know, you gotta do some original music. Okay, how about this one? I don't think I did it. I don't think I did it. I have played this before. It's a new one I did. I don't know if it's too loud. It's kind of like a video game beat. Different. Needs a little bit more work though. Like something like claps, stuff like that. Get that beat a little bit more confident, you know? Extra snare. But it is. I can play that one. if I played that for y'all yet. I might not play that one. Now, that's my little signature. Now this chick hating on me, man. Like, I really like that fucking sound. I like that little Joker laugh, like, ha, 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 ha. And I put it on a couple of my beats, and this chick was like, that sound like trash. Why do you got that ha, 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 ha? And, you know, XRT was chiming in on her with her like it was like teammates. They became like best friends the first day of Port Aransas. I'm like, y'all don't even fucking know each other. And all of a sudden, y'all are best friends, teammates. He's like, yeah, man, that shit sucked too, man. I was trying to tell him, man. You know what I'm saying? That little ha, 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 ha on his beats, man. That shit trash, man. You know, he need to take his signature off, man. I wasn't going to say nothing, but that shit sucked. Granted, I don't ever say nothing negative about his sorry-ass rapping, so, you know. But, you know, sometimes when you sit up there and comment negatively on my shit, I'm going to say some negative comments back. It's just feed and return. That's what people don't get about me, man. Like, a lot of people sit up there and throw shots and fire shots at me. And then when I start shooting back, they say I'm the asshole. It's like nobody is self-aware out there. There's very few people out there that are actually self-aware. Like, they actually look at themselves kind of like outside of a bubble and able to sit up there and analyze themselves outside of their personification and see what they do as a person. They're always quick to point out other people's shit, but they won't look at their own shit. I'll use another perfect example for SRT. Okay, when I went to Galveston, I didn't take him. Well, I went there with Steven because of the fact that he was being an asshole the whole fucking Port Aransas trip and having attitude, slamming doors, yelling and shit, saying people were racist at the fucking bar when they were just like, what's his problem? They didn't say nothing racist. What else? Getting involved with me and the chick that I went, which was none of his business because I made her cry because I talked crazy to her. And he's like, man, you tripping, and try to confront me like he's going to be her protector and all this bullshit, you know, trying to be, you know how like dudes get with other dudes and they be like, I guess they try to show out, you know, that they like the alpha male and they the coolest. It happens with a lot of male testosterone. It always happens. Like you hang out with your own boy and some chicks come around and they just switch up their whole character. It's like all of a sudden they have to sit up there and put on this show for the chick that, you know, they're the top dog. They run the nest. Where before, when it was just you and him, they just being cool and quiet. You know what I'm saying? So then you have these little pussy ass confrontations between you and your homeboy because he want to sit up there and show like he's some kind of badass and he's really not. He's just trying to be showing out for the chick. So it kind of turned out that way in Port Aransas with SRT because he was like switching up his character all the time because these chicks were around. So back to what I was saying, I went to Galveston without him. It was me and Steven, which is my younger son. Like I said on the last podcast, if I want to go out with kids, I'll go with my own damn kids. You know, no offense to them, but it was kind of like a low shot at them, but it's kind of truthful. So the thing that SRT never noticed, back to my original point, is like people never notice like how they act, only point out how you act. So when I was going to Galveston, you know, I was just like, okay, let me send some pictures off. So show him what I'm doing. He took it as I was throwing it in his fucking face. Like, ha ha, I went to Galveston, bitch. And you're not going because you fucked up Port Aransas with these hoes, acting like a fucking asshole. You know, that kind of shit. I wasn't even doing it that. I was just telling them what I was doing. That's what I don't get with some people. They feel like, you know, I don't ever have that approach. Like, whenever I just go out and do stuff, like as a person, I'm always just showing people what I'm doing, like get on Instagram, showing them what I'm doing, this and that, you know, maybe to save some memories and shit, or, you know, just let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm not doing it to boast and brag and to show off and to throw it in their face, like, you know, dehumanize them or humiliate them, you know, like, you ain't shit. Look at what I'm doing. Fuck you. Now, he does that. That's in his character. So when he sees me do it, I guess he feels like I'm doing the same thing back. because he tends to do that. Now, so this is what was funny, man. He said, hey, man, why you throwing that shit in my face about you going to Galveston and shit? And I'm over here in Austin. You could have took me and all this now. Like, well, you know, you was acting like a kind of asshole the last vacation, kind of ruined my vacation. So I kind of want to do my own thing. And normal motherfucker would be like, okay, you know, yeah, I was kind of out of line. You know, go do your thing. Enjoy your vacation. You know, no hate. It's all good. Next time we do another vacation. But nah, he was like, man, fuck you, da-da-da. You throwing it in my face. You throwing it in my face, which I wasn't doing. I was just sending like a couple pictures. So then he threw some personal jabs. Like he said, you act like a fucking kid. Only a kid is going to throw something in somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? About they doing shit. Do you? Don't fucking throw it in my face and I'm doing shit. Okay. What's hilarious about that is that he does that shit all the time himself. I'm just feeding him back what he does to me. He does it to Zach. He does it to me. If he's got some kind of new jewelry, new shoes, new anything, he gonna throw it. He gonna come up there and be like, "Yeah, ha, look at what I got here. Shit, you need to get you some shit, cause you know I roll in style, baby. All this shit." So you know, like I'm like, okay, cool, you know. But he's constantly, you know, throwing shit in people's face. Here's another example with Zach. When Zach went on the last vacation, Zach actually put in $100. Now, Zach usually don't put in no money. He just usually come and have a good time. But he put in $100. So we split the money. SRT got 50. I got 50 because we were all paying. And, you know, we had already paid our money. So, but SRT kept the $100 bill, but he gave me 50 on my end. So when we going back from vacation, he pulls out his wallet. And he pulls out the $100 bill. And he's like, guess what money this is? Puts it in Zach's face. And Zach's like, I don't know. He's like, that's your 100, motherfucker. And I'm going to spend that shit, bitch. What you think about that now? I got your $100 bill, motherfucker. What the fuck is that? That's throwing it in their face. You know what I'm saying? So he can throw shit in people's faces, but when he feels like people are doing it back, even though I wasn't really doing it back, I was just showing him what I was doing, he going to call me out my name, call me a kid. You acting like some punk-ass kid, man. So I started, you know, throwing jabs back. I'm like, I'm just doing what you do. So obviously, if you got a problem with what I'm doing, you need to take a good look in the mirror. And, it just went downhill from there. We were just texting back and forth. And, he was calling me an asshole, da-da-da. So I guess he don't want to fuck with me no more. I don't really care because he doesn't really show any support. He's like a normal Austin motherfucker. Only thing he supports is himself. I asked him when we was down there, I said, have you ever heard any of my songs? Or have you heard any of my beats that I do, or have you even read the book that I wrote? He can't even name none of that shit, man. Only thing he listens to is the music he does. He won't listen to anybody else's music. He doesn't know any of your songs. Even if you're a famous rapper, he probably doesn't even know who you are. So keep that in mind, man. When you're doing music with other people, a real motherfucker that really is a good friend, even if you don't have good music, he's still going to listen to what you have and show support. And you can do it back for him. Even though you might not say, oh, this is trash, man. But, I mean, if you're a good friend, you show support back. Even though you might not like it, you might not think it's good for you to listen back because, like, you want support with your shit. You know what I'm saying? So you should do it both ways. Like, if a good friend could listen to your shit, you should listen to their shit. You know what I'm saying? I could name all SRT songs. He can't name one of mine. That's to tell you what he does. He doesn't listen to none of my music. And the other thing that we was talking about was the kid shit, and then there was something else that happened with him. Anyways, I can't even remember. It's some bullshit. It's some negative shit. Anyways, you don't want to hear no negative shit every podcast. Hear Treylow bitching about motherfuckers. But the main point of this podcast, man, is like you gotta find people. Don't be quick to be friends with everybody, man. Do some tests. Do some tests, man. You can find out a lot about people by running some tests. Like, okay, is this person really just using me for their benefit, or are they truly, sincerely are friends? You can run a lot of tests by that person and see if they really are a good friend. They really value your friendship versus, they're just using you for whatever needs they can. And, they can get mad, they can get in their feelings, but in the end, you know, you got to look out for yourself. You got to find people that are sincerely care about you and sincerely are good friends. If you don't, you know, you're hanging out with people that like don't give a shit about you at all. And then when shit hits the fan, they're not going to be anywhere around. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be out there to help you out at all, you know, because they were never really true friends in the first place. They were just using you to a certain benefit. Music is like that a lot because a lot of times people, you know, see you have a little studio or something like that, and they're not really your friend. They just want to come over and have a free place to hang out, do drugs, and record music. I talked about that on one podcast a long time ago, man. You know, so basically you got to be careful of them motherfuckers too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes I got to the point where I don't even tell people I'm doing music anymore. I don't even tell them I got beats until I find out what kind of character they are. You know what I'm saying? I get to know them and see if they're really a sincere, good person and they're really trying to be good friends with you. You know what I'm saying? Before I just go and start saying, hey, I do music. I used to brag about that shit all the time. Like, hey, I do music, da-da-da. And tell people that. And then, like, you know, think this person's really, you know, trying to be a good friend and trying to support me like I'm supporting him. And it comes out, you know, like I said, they're just trying to find somebody that can do shit for them for free. That's the way. That's why I talked on that last spouse. I said money's good. Because if you start charging people, you see people that are really serious about doing their music and people that think it's just some kind of game, some kind of shit they like to enjoy to do. Because if you're really serious about doing your music, then you would actually like, you know, pay for it. Be serious. Like anything that has to do with money, you know, if you're spending some money on some shit, you're serious about the shit. So basically, that's a good thing about money that people don't understand. People like money is evil, money this and that. Okay, money's not that evil because if we didn't have money, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't see if somebody's serious about doing certain things. If we didn't have money. Because when money gets involved, somebody's actually serious about actually doing their art, doing their whatever it is, rapping, whatever, music, books, whatever. So DJ Treylow podcast signing out. It's about 30 minutes now. Check me out on Amazon.com. I got 2 books, The Rectangulars by Mr. David Patrick Myers. I got The Pavilion Vortex by Mr. David Patrick Myers. And I'm working on my 3rd one right now, which I'm like maybe halfway done in September. I'm trying to close it out by December. That's my deadline. If any literary agents are watching this podcast, hit me up, man. Hit me up because I can send you a whole copy of a book or half a copy. I need to get a literary agent, man. This independent selling book shit, it's a hard hustle, man, because I don't roll in those crowds. I don't roll in nerd crowds. I wouldn't say nerd crowds, but intellectual crowds that like to read books nowadays. Because most people don't read books at all. They just do Netflix or you know, shit like YouTube and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but you gotta have books. What people don't realize, books is a base of all knowledge. If you didn't have any books, you wouldn't have no movies, you wouldn't have no streaming, you wouldn't have no storytelling. All that shit came from books. You know what I'm saying? That's the base, the foundation. You don't build a house on sand. You got to have a foundation, which is a cement block. That's a book. And it goes from there. People don't realize that. You say, oh, nobody reads no more, but people don't realize that is the foundation of all knowledge, books. You know what I'm saying? Without books, we wouldn't have nothing. So they're important, basically what I'm saying. So you get the books there. My beats, DJ Treylow beats. Get at me at Treylow, DJ Treylow, TREYLOW @gmail.com. And my YouTube is DMyers45. Just hit me up on YouTube, subscribe. If you want to listen to this on iTunes, it's DJ Treylow podcast on iTunes. All you gotta do is go on the little iTunes app on your podcast app on your Apple and look up DJ Treylow, and you can subscribe there. But you should watch it more because, like, I'll show shit like this, and you'll be like, "What the hell? I can't see what he's talking about." So I'll sign off. I hope y'all have a good weekend. It's August 30th, 2019. Summer's about to be over. Thank God, man. It's hot as hell out there, man. September's right around the corner. So football's coming up. Enjoy your weekend. Peace out.